Last time on
Outliers Radio.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Well harmonized, gentlemen. Well harmonized.
Who are you guys? Ever heard the term outliers? No. That's how they classify us. The outliers.
You are now tuned into Outliers Radio. Outliers Radio.
Look.
Hold up. Ezra Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. First of all, how are y'all doing? It's me. Look, if y'all want to die, hello. First of all.
So, in case you've heard our previous episodes, we definitely touched on how my man was bugging out and how, like, we didn't feel like he was a good Flash until we saw all of this. So, apparently, I'm assuming it's that same couple that he definitely went at and was like, I'm going to fuck you up, you fat bitch, and all that other shit. And I guess he finally just fucked them up. Apparently, he threw, like, a fucking stool, busted somebody's head open. Like, Ezra Miller don't play no shit, bro.
You got Edge.
He definitely does have. You know who he needs to team up with? Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf needs to take him under his wing.
That's the ultimate supervillain duo.
Nah, Shia LaBeouf could definitely help him out, yo. Shia LaBeouf and Jaden Smith would like set him straight. That's who he needs to roll with.
Shia LaBeouf be wilding sometimes.
But that's why. That's how you understand him. You don't need somebody who's completely different. You need somebody who's going to understand him. The fuck? Why would I want somebody to be like, hey, man, let's turn you into a completely different... Nah, bro, get somebody who understands him and is still able to, like, you know, live in normal society. That's all you need. Somebody to relate to.
Don't talk bad about Shia LaBeouf.
I love Shia LaBeouf.
It's my man's.
Yeah.
But he be doing his thing, but...
He don't wild, bro.
He do be wild now.
Nah, he just mad passionate.
He punched his nigga
I
in his
agree.
face and took his hat one time.
That is
Just
true.
for the passion.
That's what he do.
That is also true.
That's
said-
tough. Like,
They say he kills stray animals to get prepared for that, like, gangbang role. I don't really support that,
Creeper?
but
it's method acting.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that.
animals.
Method acting.
in method acting, yeah. And they were like, that he would just, like, stay in character and fight with people.
Sounds like meth and acting.
Meth and acting.
Um,
Shia LaBeouf would never.
Damn, Lupe.
My guy, man, he would never.
And I think Ezra Miller definitely the type to give you pink eye though.
Ezra Miller, like I said, once again, it's so funny that I was like, yo, this guy's like kind of soft and like, I don't really understand his character. But, you know, once again, you can only view certain actors by the characters that they play. So he plays like the timid guy who's got like the secret power, and he always plays like this very... So when he was Barry Allen, I was like, oh, he doesn't really have an extended personality like that. I see this shit. I'm like, oh, he's going for a fucking Grammy. Let's go. He's going for an Oscar. He's going for whatever you can win right now. He's got this. He's just method acting. That's what he should say. Method acting. He was like, in my next movie, I'm going to beat a bitch like this up. So I'm practicing right now. Hence the severe head injury.
Damn,
Wow.
he really might be method acting. I would definitely clean my
He's
shit.
he's gonna be in a Hansel and Gretel movie. He's like, yo, I had to beat up the old witch looking bitch. I had to. She gonna put me in the oven. They're like, whoa, Ezra.
That's mad wild.
Yeah, you wasn't ready for that. I can't wait till they drop the trailer tomorrow. Like Hansel and Gretel. So Ezra Miller.
No, apparently they're about to. Yeah, apparently he's about to lose everything though. Apparently they're getting him the fuck up out of here.
About to go to
Yeah.
Hawaii jail.
Yo, can we just talk about how cursed that like the DC franchise really is?
Yo, they're trying to set him up to bring the other guy in.
Who, the Grant Gustin?
The CW Flash.
Oh my God, I hope so. If that's the case, put my man under the jail.
Yo, they're trying to ruin him.
Damn.
If the CW Flash comes in to the DC universe,
Yo,
Called it.
Grant Gustin as the actual movie Flash with a good fat budget behind him. Yo, Ezra Miller may have to become like the real life Lex Luthor. We might have to lock him away till he's bald and he comes out like that. That might have to just happen, bro. He might have to get Azkaban. He has to go. That's
man,
it. Man.
Free Ezra.
I mean, wait a minute.
They making him crazy.
I was supporting Free Ezra until we just said that Grant Gustin may participate. Now
we
I'm like,
gotta
wait a
leave
minute,
Ezra.
wait a minute. Yeah, hold up. He may be guilty. He may not be method acting. He may be wilding the fuck out.
He could be CW Flash.
He could be.
Imagine that'd be mad disrespectful to just swap them two niggas.
Now, didn't they have them on the show? I could have swore one of them was on the show or one of them was in the movie. Yeah, they did have a crossover, right?
They did.
Damn, bro.
Ezra was on the show.
That motherfucker turned into Thawne. No, that's it.
That's the joke.
Nerd humor.
Yeah, nah, he's cooked up though.
Yeah, I've been looking for like a lighter, and it's been giving me like such an anxious feeling this entire time I've been sitting here.
There's been one right here the whole time.
Yeah, no, I realized across the table. What other topics we got?
The flames.
Yo, poor ASAP.
Yo, okay. Tinfoil fitted real quick before you actually dive into the thing.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Without me knowing any facts,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I heard that he got arrested, right? Caught up on some shooting from 2021.
Yeah.
Little birdie told me that maybe Drizzy dropped a dime. Get him taken out the paint. I don't believe that Drizzy would do that, but
The ultimate move.
guys, sometimes you got to remove pieces off the board. You can't just beat him in the game. You got to just remove from it.
Nah, I honestly believe he would do something like that. He's a maniacal genius.
He
He'd be lying to
would.
motherfuckers left and right.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the filthiest in the whole game.
He
That's the
really
only thing I
is.
respect of him is that he is the grimiest ever.
The grimiest. You saw
And
his,
from one grime to another grime, I respect his grime.
you saw his most recent post.
Nah, I don't follow him like that. It was something I immediately thought of. I have no clue what anyone's doing in
I
that.
bet
but
it's
I'm
like
old.
It's probably like free ASAP.
Nah.
Yo.
The caption, right? It's about, what is this? 5 pictures. The caption says, "They too soft to understand the meaning of hard work." And the last picture is a picture of Drake with Taylor Swift. Always taking shots.
Yeah.
Maniacal genius.
It would have been better if he posted like the Take Care cover. Like, oh, you know what you're doing. But yeah, I guess that's pretty maniacal. I don't know why that was like immediately like when I heard it, I was just like, yo, if he's playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers,
Coming at
Drizzy.
everybody.
Go Drizzy.
Taking out Kanye, Pusha T, now ASAP.
My thing is like, what's the chances though of like ASAP really like pulling that trigger like ASAP? Where he gonna fit that gun in all them fancy ass clothes?
He definitely has something nice, like a nice little like 380 that fits like just in the perfect crevice.
Yeah, I'm about to say if ASAP definitely has a gun on him, it's definitely like a James Bond looking ass
Yeah,
gun.
it's gonna
like,
be the Walter PPK that just doop doop.
like
I see.
I feel like he says something fancy before he shoots you too. Like ASAP a fancy motherfucker, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He hit you with a designer bullet.
He'd be like, "Good day, mate."
No reason at all.
For no reason. I know he's from Harlem, but I swear to God, he says that shit now. He adopted that. He done spent mad time in London. He be mating motherfucker.
Speaking of rappers shooting people, saw the baby shot another guy.
Yeah. He didn't smoke him though. Well,
Nah.
he shot his ass though. That shit is hilarious. You imagine that? That's how I imagine the phone call calling them.
Yeah. I'm like, hey man, I just shot a guy.
Just so you know.
You guys,
Yeah, not
are
great.
you gonna come get him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I heard that they were, sir, is your gun still drawn? It is. And it will be until you get here. All right, then.
Yep. They was like, is he down? Yep, he's down.
Is he still alive? These guys like, help me, he shot me. He's like, he is still okay. Yeah.
You're like, you don't hear him screaming in the back?
Yo, do you want to know what the biggest merge of culture is? And I mean this sincerely. And once again, you want to talk about collaborations? All right. You had Kith and whoever, and fucking Nike and whoever. Right? You
Kiss.
get what I say.
Nah, it's just Kith is funny. It's like you wanted to do Kiss, but you got a lisp on you. So it's Kith. It's like Michael Tyson shit.
Michael Tyson.
I'm Michael Tyson. Mike Tyson. Sorry, it's 420, guys. I'm smacked.
Marijuana affects the memory.
What was I saying?
He's talking about Kith.
Oh, yeah, man. So as far as mergers, bro, what would be a sick fucking damn? What the fuck, man? My brain just went. What the hell were we talking about mergers before that? Oh, what would be a good? Who the fuck were we talking about? Fuck, man.
First, we was talking about ASAP.
And then we talked about
Then you just jumped into mergers.
He's talking about Kith.
the baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, we were past
I'm sorry.
ASAP, bro. Yeah, fuck, man. This is
Weed.
really good weed. Yeah.
What a holiday.
Oh, so the best merger:
Yes.
Kith, Nike, the baby, and the NRA. Yo.
Mm.
You know why he's not in jail? Because he's obeyed every fucking law.
Yo, and they also used him to talk about a whole bunch of gay people and doing gay stuff at the concert. And they tried to cancel him, but now he's back because he apologized. So
What's
it's
that got to do
like,
with the NRA?
it's like they just using him as a prop to make everything cool. Tinfoil fitted.
The NRA has no problem with gays, to my knowledge.
But that's what Chuck's saying. He's he's like the spokesman for like, hey guys, gays is cool. And then now he's a spokesman for like, hey guys, guns is cool.
Oh fuck.
Baby's a
So you're
sponsor.
saying that, so he's down with the LGBT community and him are cool.
Well, I was
they're
saying
down now.
they're using him to be like, yeah, you could say fuck gays. Because he said that, but then he apologized. So everybody forgave him after they canceled the shit out of him.
Yeah, I get that. That's actually a good selling point. That's actually, once again, do you guys see any negatives on that merger?
Nope.
I think that's where he needs to go. Like, yo, think about it, man. I've shot 2 people now, both of them self-defense. You heard the phone call. I was a complete and utter gentleman. I obeyed every form of the law. I also intentionally did not kill him. While I could have, to be quite honest with you, because it's his story versus mine, and you know what I'm saying, whatever. I intentionally shot him below the waist, which shows it's the national signifier that I'm not trying to kill him.
He posted that he shot the guy in the leg because he didn't want to kill him.
See, once again, I'm getting all this secondhand information, and I know the laws to be like, oh, yo, that's very smart. You're using the castle rule, self-defense, shooting down low. This guy's the perfect citizen to sign up for the fucking NRA. Like, he's who should be getting the letters, not these hillbillies in the back of the woods.
It wouldn't give you that in Jersey.
What?
Shooting somebody in the leg and just calling it peace.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta sue you.
Yeah, I'm more than confident this dude may end up suing him too. Which, you know what,
Yeah, but
depending
he's gonna beat it.
How?
He got cheddar chicken.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Like I say, if you're going to buy your W, then yeah, you'll buy your W. But I'm about to say, because no, he'd have the same defense that we'd have here. But you know what, though? With that being said, and the option to actually the option to actually have the chance to like rebuke that and be like, oh, no, it was self-defense. Like in Jersey, it's a lot more complicated than it is down south, where it's like, yo, they showed up on the property. He was trying to steal one of my hens. Blasted his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the South is mad easy. South, that motherfucker just like touched your mailbox. You could just like, boom, done.
It does make you wonder, though, why would you, knowing that I could potentially have the repercussion of being sued, why should I let you live? I know it's a very like dark place to take it, but it does beg the question of like, do you think that knowing that would stop more people from being sympathetic? Because it's like, you're in the wrong. I've now injured you in retaliation for that. Now you can monetarily break me and take my house from me because of the situation. Is it easier just to plant a knife on you?
And you know what I'm saying?
Hey, grab the knife.
That's the joke.
Once again, no, I don't think anyone should kill anyone, but once again, it does beg the question of what you should do because the law is unfair in that sense. Like, damn, bro, you tried to rob me and you got your, you know what I'm saying? You caught the back end of it. And now you're going to sue me?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
You got injured in my
That would be
house. It's like,
crazy.
well, duh, you got injured in my house. I didn't even invite you in this bitch. Like,
Liar. I feel like that was like one of the points of like the guys he had to defend was like, yo, I fell through a sunroof while like fucking chopped my leg off. Now I own the house.
He told me to come in.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. That's funny. Once again, perspective.
I mean, hey, the law's getting better now, right?
Is it, though?
Yeah, we could go to the weed stores tomorrow.
Yo, facts.
We getting
Things
somewhere.
are getting better. Yeah, you know what? I know we gave up. It's fine.
It's getting better, baby.
Yeah, you could just buy my love.
Happy holidays, everybody.
I really want to start off with like more positive things, but there was just like last week was so much of it's like nonstop, just the negativity. It's mass shooting here, fucking
Oh, damn,
bad
facts.
problems here. Like, oh my god, man. I don't
yeah,
deal
they
with
did
that.
nothing but bombing and shooting all last week. I did not want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's why we just took like, hey man, let's calm down. Also,
It's America.
yeah,
So we talk about.
once again, so it would be remiss to not at least touch on a few things. So last week, catching up, homeboy, all right. So one dude shot up the train, piece of shit, crazy dude. Weird. Definitely thought he was much bigger from the pictures. When you see him in the video, he's literally 5'5" standing on a curb. Very odd. Tinfoil hat. Once again, tinfoil fitted. They found the right one to plant because he was already bugged out. Realistically speaking, you know, it was a blessing no one was killed. But also dumping that many shots in that close in the like situation, it's very odd that statistically that could happen. there is a lot of weird shit in and out. And also they wrapped it up pretty fast. I will say this though. First-hand eyewitness from bro that's I work with, guy in my shop, definitely told me they had seen the dude walking down First Ave by the Crazy Crib that's over there. So like apparently he was just, and they caught him a couple blocks away. They caught him, some random dude who I was, and once again, just I was like, oh, like bet, like it was some random Mexican dude that caught him. Like I was hyped because they showed the dude came out there. I was like, oh, let's go. It was a Syrian dude, and I was like, oh, that's even better. And then part of me was just like, like, wait a minute, like, who? Yeah, I don't know, but go Zach. Guy's a fucking hero, bro. He was like, I seen him, and I was like, yo, let's fucking do this shit. Like, all right, bro. Well, I respect that kind of energy, man. Go get it.
He was hyped.
Also, though, how shitty does that, like, yo, dogs, a barista save the day, NYPD. Y'all were out towering the streets. Yet a motherfucker I work with and this barista seen this and saved the day like that. Then you suck.
That could have been us at that K-pop that one time.
Yo,
That ass.
heroes. That
Yeah.
could have been, yeah, man. You guys could have made a difference.
But we was way past just like seeing them. We was too close. We was on 'em.
All right. So after that, I experienced a personal hate crime that I witnessed firsthand. And I was like, wow,
Oh,
it's 6:30 in the morning. Yeah.
best time for hate crimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like it was a little bit stronger than coffee. It was a lot to take in.
Wake you up real quick.
Yeah, it really did because you had to be on your toes, especially in the situation I was in. So I'm pulling up to parking lot of my job. Fucking smoking a joint, man. I'm listening to the radio. For some reason I've been like really heavy into like 80s montage lately. I'm just going through like classic movie soundtracks. Yeah, man. A lot of moments, a lot of me making things more serious than they need to be to get through the day.
You tell us we make you feel old. You say some old ass shit like that.
Great music has no time frame. People
That's
still
fair enough.
quote Mozart sheet music.
Okay.
You mumble rap loving fuck. Fuck you. Not gonna come after me, man. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, man, experiencing the best generation. And I start hearing yelling. And I'm like, it's a wee bit early for crackheads, but you never know. You know, sometimes you get the late night crowd that's still hanging over. It's right by the water, so it is what it is. Roll down my window. This white dude, man, he's fucking in a Jeep. And he's got like, I'm going to shoot this place up face where he's bony, but like a little bit of meat on there, but it's not like real tight skinned. He's got the number one all across.
No, just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, the number one beard that blends into the number one head. Like he just takes the clipper and goes round circle, just has deep eyebrows.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's one of those. And he's just yelling. He's like, come here, you fucking. And he said the derogatory term for a Chinese person. Yeah. Rhymes with a link.
He was like, what? I'm just tired.
I'm just high. Nah. So hilarious. So buddy. I'm just high. It's nah. So dude, so I fucking rolled down the window and I'm like, where's this noise coming from? Hark, I look left. And homeboy's over there fucking spazzing out. He's like, come over here, you insert the nasty word. He's like, I'll fucking kill you. Like, whoa. It is 6:30 a.m. and like we're underneath the FDR. So there is an echo. Like
shit.
that shit was like super villain. Come here, you. Like that shit was wild. So I'm like, oh. So in front of me now is this very dapper dressed Asian fellow. And he very cleanly says in a very American accent, he was like, yeah, I got a fucking dick. You know, he fucking ran the red and almost hit me. I was like, oh. To which the guy was like, fuck you, you fucking. And see, enter another slur, ends with O. He was like, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. So me and my old head, shout out to Smitty. My old head is old Jamaican cat. It's my guy.
Your man.
Yeah. He calls me my youth. I love that dude. So fucking, we're sitting there and I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and the Chinese dude's like, oh man, I don't know what the fuck to do. So he just starts walking. Now, mind you, where he's walking at, there is a service road and then the road to go back onto the FDR. It's me in my car. There is a nurse parked in her car next to me. Dude, now I'm still smoking. I'm still just minding my business. I think we moved on to like maybe I was in that Rocky phase, like maybe the come down, like that part of the, because you know you gotta rise and you gotta fall with a lot of the music. You know what I'm saying? So I think I was on maybe a training portion of my Rocky montage. I put out the joint and I hear the dude now like loud, bro. And I look at my rear view, boom, he's right there. So I'm like, oh, he came over here for the smoke. Like So he's screaming, da 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 da. The dude starts walking up the service road. But he's walking with like a nice little pep in his step. Like he's like looking my like, so I'm like, oh, that's bugged. Bruh. This dude keeps yelling. The guy's like, all right, whatever, fuck you. Like, you know, whatever dismissive, typical New York response. Like, yo, suck my dick. Like, that was that kind of energy that the dude gave back.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. This motherfucker proceeded to then scream every slur you can think, followed by several I'll kill yous, a few get over here's, which sounded wild underneath the fucking bridge. Get over here. Like, yo, crazy.
It's like a racist ass scorpion.
Yo, wild racist scorpion. Like, yo, wild racist scorpion.
That's scary as hell.
So mind you, he's driving backwards up the FDR. So he's literally driving against traffic now, against morning traffic.
6:30 in the morning.
6:30 in the morning. Homeboy's running down a service road. So this is once again when you could tell the separates of who've been here and who's like. So it's my windows down, the nurse next to my windows down, and my old head standing in front of like the car. So I look at him like, oh, yo, Pop, that man's gonna hurt him. He better run. I was like, no one does that like this. Like no one's thinking like that to drive up the like, nah. He goes, yeah, nah, he be all right. He's like, he's heading up the service road. Like the dude is gonna realize he can't go. He's gonna have to come back down. The woman goes, should we call the cops? Now, me and him looked at each other and looked at her and I was like, miss, like there's probably cops over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're right around. Like this is the east side. Like they're right there. So me and him, like I go back to talking to him. I'm like, oh man, it's the second day we've seen. Cause I've seen some like other nowhere near the level of it, but I've seen some other wild shit. The silence between me and him just like nodding, like That silence was broken by her screaming, "He's coming back! He's coming back!" Bruh.
Oh shit.
Homeboy now is hauling ass, and he's got like good form because he's wearing a very nice suit, a nice suit jacket, like a duster length suit, like. And he is hauling ass, bro.
Right.
Hands.
Goddamn.
Homeboy jumps over to the bush to the helipad. Like he just straight on clears it, vault style. Right over. Dude pulls up and now he's just walling out. He's screamed, come out here. I'll kill you, da 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 da. Interesting thing, I guess, dude did not know is that like heliports ain't no place in New York to fuck around.
Oh, shit.
So he had big energy for this one dude. I assure you that when he parked the car, like he was going to hop out and like look for this man. One of the security dudes definitely came out and gave 2 taps to the rifle and was like, get back in your car. Don't you. And the dude definitely like his whole energy, he was, oh, all right. So when he peels out now, right? Here comes up and like me and him kind of like see face to face in passing, but you know me, I got resting stoner face. So like, whether he was in my vision or not, I was cooked. So then I was like, oh, wow, what a wild morning. I was already thinking about breakfast and shit. Like to me, it seemed like it happened hours ago. I was just already out. Yeah. So fucking dude like peels off with the angry, like, I'm going to go home and watch American History X like mentality face. And the dude, Chinese dude just like pops out the bush. Ours is the Asian dude because I don't even think he was Chinese. So the Asian dude just pops out the bush. Looks both ways and like just like hops over, picks up his bag and is like and like just kept it moving, right? So I was like, like that's okay. So boom, I go inside and now I'm repeating it to like a couple of older guys that I work with, like, yo man, how weird is that? One dude's like, oh man, the way he responded, it's definitely not the first time that happened. I was like, oh man, how shitty is that? Yeah.
I was about to say, because my first reaction when you said how he reacted was, Oh, this definitely happens to him all the time.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Has nothing to do with anything else. Him personally, he's just a terrible fucking person. Yo, maybe he did kind of have like snooty energy.
There goes this guy again.
Yeah,
Like same time every morning.
He definitely was like, "Oh, there is still 2 seconds left on the light, sir. I'm gonna keep going." Nah, you know what? Perspective. You're right.
Yeah, he's just a shitty driver.
Wait, what?
What? Shitty driver? He was in the car, no?
Nah, bro, he was walking.
Oh, but the guy almost hit him.
Yeah, he was walking across the street. He was walking underneath the bridge.
Oh, I thought the whole time, like... they
Oh, the
almost-
dude, there was 2 cars?
Yeah.
No, this dude was on foot.
Oh.
That's what made it funny. Because it's just like, he was like, oh man, he almost hit me crossing the street. And the guy's like literally screaming, bro. Door open, screaming. Like, oh, fuck it. Yeah, I was like, wow. And then I thought about it, I was like,
Oh, that makes it
Alright.
way worse. Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah, the whole time I thought this was like a whole like parking incident.
nah, bro, this is like just walking on like crime.
Sheesh.
You know what made me think though? It was like, oh man, I guess the news isn't completely full of shit. They do be saying that shit happens. And I was like, shut the fuck up, news. You're just trying to stir up shit.
You got to see it live, facts.
Yeah, and I was like, look at that. What an ugly side of New York. As if somebody like taking a shit right down the corner. I'm like, oh, we don't do that here, sir.
Yes,
Saying things like that is gross.
420. And on 421, we could buy weed, so relax with the hate crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, be chill, bro. Go smoke a blunt. Like, what the fuck's your problem, man?
But not that Delta 8 shit.
Boo.
Being that you whippersnappers are here, you could tell me, what exactly is Delta 8? And what is Delta 9, sibling of Delta 8?
Bro, I don't know. I was in a shop asking the guy the same shit. I'm like, so is it CBD? He's like, nah, it's better than CBD. I'm like, but it's not weed. He was like, nah, it's less weed than regular weed, but it's more weed than CBD. And I was like, that's unnecessary.
It's CBDE.
It's
Yeah.
CBD plus?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Like,
It's Delta 8. First of all, everything Delta, like Delta Airlines, whack.
Delta virus.
If it was like Blue 8, like JetBlue, or Jet 8.
Boo.
it could just be regular
Sounds
weed.
tougher. You're right.
Tougher.
Hey, that really sucked.
All right. I got, it's the weed, man.
No, it is. I'm definitely like getting fucking anxiety, like just sitting in here.
Yeah, nah. I just didn't like it at all. It's like if you don't have a weed store, give me weed. All right. Don't give me none of this knockoff shit. Don't be giving me shit that where you take off the fun. Like CBD is weed with no fun in it. I don't like that.
Yeah, dead ass.
Smoking Delta 8.
Yeah, and that's just like what you trying to give me a little bit of fun. Trying to give me a tease of the fun.
Let me get the aux.
Like they say, like Delta 8, like if you don't smoke bud, like if you're not a habitual smoker, like the Delta 8 will make you feel like, oh shit, like I'm smacked. But they said for people like us, like it won't do like
Just
a
be
damn-
annoying
Yeah, it'd be like, yo, why did I even just waste my money?
on some Delta 8.
Delta.
That's
On the
fine.
Delta. I ain't fucking with Delta.
You guys want to see one of my favorite videos you guys want to see one of my favorite videos that I found randomly on the reel?
Oh, yeah.
Has been forced to block dozens of calls after her ex-partner allegedly took her phone number and plastered it on poles here around the CBD, telling people to call up and impersonate Chewbacca for a chance to win $100.
This would be the most childish breakup I've ever had. Like, all he had to do was be mature and go, I don't love you anymore, I want to move on.
The calls have been waking her and her 3 young children up at odd hours in the evening, and they're yet to stop.
I won $500.
Has been forced to block
Goddamn.
dozens of calls.
So good.
That's, yo,
So good.
something worse happened to me.
Go.
How about that?
All right. I don't know, man. That's pretty rough.
How about something worse happened to me? How about that?
It's definitely worse.
How old was I? I was staying with you guys at the time. I was probably like maybe like 21, 20 years old, right? Get into an altercation with this person, name shall not be named, whatever. And so their revenge to me was to put my number on Craigslist under an ad talking about a whole bunch of I'm a baby cub looking for a Papa Bear. blah, 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 blah. So I woke up that morning with a bunch of dick pics in my phone. That was like 6:30 in the morning for me. What the fuck?
6:30 in the morning is a wild time.
Wild time.
It's really sick.
I would have much rather Chewbacca noises, but
Over dick pics?
yeah.
I don't know. Not that I want dick pics, but like it's delete. You could turn like you could stop text messages from coming in. Like phone calls, like you'd have to literally like put your phone on silent.
Yeah,
True,
but they
true.
sent him a dick pic and called him Lil Cub.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I didn't know it was like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
It's like,
sorry.
hey, Lil Bear.
I thought it was just unsolicited pics, but no, it's actually like, wow,
That was some
Yeah.
good revenge.
that's some sweet revenge.
Some
to be
sweet
honest.
revenge.
That's good shit, man.
Yeah, he said he'd get me back.
Yeah.
Got me.
Christmas morning, 6:30 in the morning, 2 crackheads tried to assault me because I didn't have any money.
Damn.
Yeah, they threw ketchup packets at my car and ran away screaming with a wheelchair. It was really weird.
With a wheelchair.
Yeah,
Like
dude,
one
it
of them was in the wheelchair?
Yeah, one of them was in the wheelchair and the other one was pushing him. And the guy was like, I hate you.
Fucking Scrooge.
I'll kill you. He was like, if it was up to me, I'd push you in front of a bus and kill you. And I was just like, Merry Christmas. He was like, Merry. And he just started throwing shit at the car. And I was like, oh, yo. And then I got out the car, like, and then I thought about it as he was running away. And I was just like, dude, are you really about to square up with this crazy person and his handicapped friend in the wheelchair? Like, it's nuts. That guy was missing like part of his foot.
We just be holding ketchup packets.
Yeah.
Keeps them on deck.
Once again, it's hard trying to be like an adult and realize that you shouldn't do certain shit.
Weapon of choice.
Yeah, weapon of choices. And then like I got mad, like, oh, did you dent my car? Like not realizing it was ketchup packets. Like I was just flipped out. 6:30 in the morning. Fucked up my whole high. Oh man, fuck 6:30.
He definitely came back from ketchup packets.
Yo, he definitely did.
He
I
left
didn't
his
run them
for
over
later.
either. I made sure to be mindful because I'm like, it's Christmas. You know, I don't want to be a complete dick about things.
Yeah, I like this story. This goes right into my life's question. Go.
Life
questions with Saps.
Questions with Saps.
So fucking had you had whipped his ass,
Mm-hmm.
let's just say hypothetically, had you have whipped his ass due to these ketchup packets hitting your car
Mhm.
on said Christmas.
Mhm.
Now, how would people have judged that? Would they have judged it off the intent or the action itself? Like, what were the intentions behind whipping his ass?
To whip
He
his
ne-
ass.
Exactly. He needed that ass whipping though.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Why he throwing shit at your car? That's mad rude and shit. You can't
Christmas.
help him in his situation.
And it's
You know what I'm
Christmas.
saying? Exactly. And it's Christmas.
6:30 in the morning.
You don't know what I
Christmas spirit.
celebrate. You know what I'm saying? You could just be coming at me. It's crazy.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
So, in life, people always want to judge you off what you do, but they don't worry about the intent.
Mm.
And me, I'm an intent kind of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might do some fuckery, but what was the thought process behind it?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? How about you guys?
No, I agree completely. I'm a very intent driven person because I understand how. Okay, I will give you pushback on this because as I was about to shoot for it, I will say that while I am someone who is unfortunately based in speaking only in intent, because sometimes the message I attempt to convey the way I do it doesn't come across. So that's a personal. Once again, it's not That's not comparison. It's personal, like the way I have issues with it. But the right intent with the wrong delivery or the wrong execution can be very dangerous. And history's proven that. And that's like a large scale thing.
Oh, yeah.
But you mean in like the personal one-for-one conversational sense?
But
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like in that case, like if the intent is like good intent, it could be understandable.
Do
I'm
you
saying?
know how much devastation has been made throughout history in the wake of good intent?
But was it good intent though?
Everything starts off with somewhat of a pure intent. You got to think about that.
Yeah, but then it all goes into perspective because then it's like, all right, you intentionally did good and now you're getting pushed back because somebody else thought it was bad.
No, I'm thinking about it. See, but that's perspective. That's intent and perspective. That's 100%. Like you said, judge me on my intent, not your perspective on the way you're drawing in what I'm saying. Which is okay when it comes to like words and as long as the person is trying to be poignant. But if someone's being like completely flat out hateful or flat out wrong about something and they're like, oh, judge me on my intent. Like, no, if your intent is negative, then, you know, if you are what the words are you're using, yeah.
Facts.
But then, like I said, there's just plenty of times in history where someone's had the right idea to go ahead and do something. And it's like Tesla was ready to fucking blow us all up. Was he 100% right about his theory about electrifying air and the idea of, you know, free mass energy and all that shit? Completely, bro. Was he about to barbecue a lot of motherfuckers to prove a point? Very much so. He killed a whole elephant. Intent was good, but execution was bad. You know, he wanted to get free energy.
I remember.
Yeah, it's a good one. But then, like you said, perspective. Is it worth that money?
I like to think so. Or else, what the fuck are we doing here, right? Let's make some change.
Facts.
See, I got all dark with it and shit. I got a funny example of intent.
Go on.
So I remember one of my exes couldn't park for shit, and I had them on the ring alarm trying to park for like 5 minutes, yo. Yo, banging up the curb, all that shit, and I was rolling. So I was like, who else would think this is funny? Instagram. So I put the video on Instagram, and everybody else is rolling because all this shit, you could hear me talking and shit, damn, no,
left,
yeah, other left.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I caused a big ass argument. It was a big beef. Wow, you clowning me? You trying to dog me for the people? I was like, what? That shit is fucking gold.
It's just for people.
I'm just trying to make people laugh and smile while you don't want to laugh. Intent. My intent is to laugh, smile, bring joy.
I know, but look how serious people take that shit, though, man. That's why I don't like having a big social media presence. I don't care how damning it is. I'm doing this out of the love. I know how damning it is to not have a huge. It's just not something I'm comfortable with. I couldn't live my life like that, bro. Everyone takes that shit way too serious. Way too, everyone is laughing at me on the internet. There's people being decapitated on the internet. You're on the more positive side.
Word,
you know what I'm saying? You could be being sold into fucking sex slavery. Be real. Be happy you're just a meme.
This is true. Except for Will Smith. Will Smith don't like that shit. He was too many memes. He was like, yo, I've been the last 10 memes for the last 10 years.
Many memes.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of Chris Rock. I
ain't many memes.
Sometimes there's too many memes. When is memes enough? How many memes is too many?
Yo, they're really about to get a divorce, and it's about to be fucking apparently ugly. I hate that people put their business out there. There's so many other problems going on. Bro, I don't care about them.
The internet is definitely gonna break them up.
No, it's fine. Clearly, things are not well.
Yeah, but I say Will Smith's gonna be mad healthy after that shit anyway. So
all right, so it's Will Smith, Johnny Depp, me, and who's the first example we gave?
Robert Kardashian.
Yeah, man, that's rough. All great men.
All great men.
You guys should link up.
Yeah, we should. Except I'm not soft like the rest of them, where they all calling it quits. I stand by mine.
So you sit in your bed.
You better throw the little purr thing.
I'll keep my wife. She shits in my bed. I don't care.
It's a litter box.
It's a litter box. Hey.
Yeah, you better throw that shit on for when I say her name later on.
Oh, I mean, that's what's gonna keep being. Yeah. I'm good with the edits. I've learned to be nice as long as there's a break in between things.
Facts. She gonna beat me up too.
Oh yeah, no, she don't play. You don't know why you even decided to play that game.
Word. Matt Burners.
Facts.
All types of foreheads.
Trying to think of what else I got on the list that's not so sad.
So sad.
Not sad. What do we got? It's not sad.
Sad.
Yo, how do they know that animals ever really be extinct?
Go on.
Yeah, who's counting? Who's looking into the little crevices and shit?
Did you look every single spot?
Or
ever?
You counted every single thing that was there? All of them? Some be sleeping.
Yep, true shit.
You get in contact with every single body?
Or who you talk to? You talk to the ambassador? Talk to the animal mayor? Who's doing his census?
I started thinking about that too when they be tagging animals. I'm like, you think they'd live longer if you didn't hunt them down and shoot little tracking devices into them? I understand it's all for the better of good science. I get it. But I mean, you're watching those little dots go right into Chinese fishing water, and they're just killing Free Willy. Fuck dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah, bro. Dolphins.
You hate dolphins.
Bro, they're the rapists of the sea, and everyone defends them because they're somewhat funny looking, and they make funny noise.
Bullying seagulls and shit.
Yeah, bullying seagulls, pretty much everything. Yeah,
Nah,
they're not
but
great.
you still like. I know you think you could fight one, like with your whole theory.
Fuck a
With,
dolphin.
you know what
bro.
I'm saying, suffocate or whatnot, or y'all both go down kamikaze style.
I'm pretty sure I could beat it with jabs.
But you would never get the one deep. Dolphins don't run the one deep. They would just jump the shit out you. That's how they beat sharks.
How do
They
dolphins?
just gang up on you and they just whip
That
you
is
out.
true.
How do dolphins rape?
From behind, I assume.
Like they have a penis? I really don't know
Yeah.
if dolphins have penises.
They corkscrew and lace you up, bro. It's like a really big thing,
I'm
honestly. if
about
you
to
Google
Google
that. Yeah.
dolphin's penis.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never even-
Honestly, you could just Google dolphin rapist. I don't think you have to go into.
I don't want to see dolphin rape. That's like assault.
You
Probably
know
go
what?
up on a list for looking at that shit up.
Yo,
Looking that shit
big
up.
facts. I didn't even like saying it. I may bleep out the last part of that word just because I'm not comfortable with the amount of times we've had to use it.
Just put you on
But-
a list for that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a thing. And like, fuck them.
Damn, it's weird looking.
But you know what's weird though? That is a great idea.
He really just spent his time to lick up a dolphin dick.
I had to, bro. Never
That's a
seen
really
one.
good point though, honestly. Like who is like obviously there's people in charge of keeping count of who's doing what. But I wonder how many people they kill in the, or how many animals they kill in the process of doing that. Like, oh, I tag this one and it's like it's not moving. I'm gonna turn its tag off. Like they just push it back into the water.
-1.
And like honestly, like I said, once again, when I start really wondering, like, all right, yo, are animals just as humans, you know, develop intelligence over time, like just, you know, you gain more wisdom. I assume animals have the same thing. It's how tools are used, and especially they've studied the brain of them, blah, 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 blah. If whales, which I believe, like especially orcas, because they're another, like, I read an article about 2 orcas that were brothers that were just swimming around the sea being bash brothers. Like they were just teaming up, ripping shit apart.
Jesus.
They were eating bigger whales. They were ripping the kidneys out of like giant whales. They were just like jumping sharks and
I
shit.
thought like raping you meant.
No, they're not. They're just stone cold
I
murderers.
was like, Jesus Christ, these whales.
No, those are dolphins, bro. Whales are just stone cold
Whales, bro. They're
fucking
just
stone cold murderers, bro. Free Willy was bullshit. That kid would have got eaten.
the fucking ocean is dangerous as hell.
Yo, bro, that's why I'm not so against all this. Like, I get it, but in the same breath, like in the ecosystem, like what are whales doing? Peeing in the water, putting sperm everywhere. That's just true.
Gross.
Yo, whatever. I'm not saying that we should like hurt animals in any way, but I'm just saying like if naturally they died off, why would you know? Like, are we really
Chill with
stressing
the
this?
whale sperm.
I was the first one to say that the ocean was dangerous. It got all types of monsters in there.
Yeah, that's why we don't want no smoke with the ocean. We'll rather go to space than the ocean.
They got dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in the ocean still. It's mad deep. Like, why you think dinosaurs wouldn't just go there when shit was going down?
Facts.
You know, people still like get mad at me when I say I don't believe in dinosaurs, but I'm like, yo, you never asked me to justify. You just take that at like. So I will clarify. I don't believe in dinosaurs because when I was young, they told me dinosaurs look like Godzilla and Reptar. And now they say dinosaurs look like giant chickens. And when I was a kid, Pluto was a planet, and now Pluto is not a planet. So I don't trust science.
Mm.
I never trust science.
I mean, no, you should trust some science.
No, I don't believe in like when you look into like a little telescope thing. Not telescope. Is it a telescope?
Like a microscope.
There we go. That's the scope.
You trying to look at space or cells?
No, cells. Like when you look in that shit and you see the little globs and shit, and they be like, yeah, you see that glob right there? That glob does X, Y, and Z. And you see that glob right there? Yeah, and that's this glob. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you know?
Yeah,
glob
how
is
you
glob?
know this shit at all, bro? Science is just an excuse
This
for
glob is for nutrients. This glob is to get the waste out. This glob is for, bro, it's a glob. That glob is globbing.
Dork.
it's just an excuse for shit.
And it's an excuse for you to lie to me all the time and
Yeah.
tell me a bunch of bullshit all the time.
To make it make sense, but that shit don't make no sense. Nigga.
Fuck hemoglobin.
I think that if people in Western medicine were more okay with just saying that medicine, from my understanding, is just like troubleshooting. Like, yeah, man, we're gonna see what works, baby. You know, you got a little bit of this, we can try to give you a little of that, you know, and that's pretty much what it is. Like,
Yeah.
if they were more cool about that, I think that people would be a little bit more understanding that, you know. But in that same breath, I do think that's all witchcraft and, you know, hosh posh. All
Hoopla.
bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What you about to witness is my thoughts. Just my thoughts, man.
I think that in a time where the capability to speak to people and interact has never been easier, and yet we lack communication as like a people, as like a society. We just lack communication. Everyone's message and perception of things is so guided to their own, which I don't knock. because I live in my own bubble, so I'd be hypocritical to say outside of that. But like, to me, I really do think that someone needs to just sit down. Someone had said something to me in regards to the way that policing is going to have to go back to being after the rise in fucking crimes as of late. He said in a very, I want to say gleeful and or cheerful, I feel like that's too much emphasis, but in a very like hopeful way, that they were going to go back to the TNT door busting raids, you know, stop and frisk policing that made his community so safe. I then replied that that is a very old white man take on it. Now, that's just what it is. And people who look like me, when you say that's other people who look like me, is a very awkward thing. But it is, and I mean that in the sense of just, that's very get off my porch, very keep yours over there energy. And I said that the idea of that being something positive, like it wasn't the reason that we ended up there, is very weird. And it's very ignorant, but more so because of the intent in which it was said. I know that it comes from a place of fear. And if that style of policing and if that way that people carried out that situation during this entire time frame left you feeling safe at night while completely leaving a whole marginalized section of people who aren't being stomped on for anything other than their demographic and the racial play that comes into it. You know what I'm saying? You from being outside the boroughs, from higher up, look at a different thing because you're coming in as a spectator. You do your bid and you go home. You do your job, that's it. For people who live here, that same style of policing that you're asking for is what is fucked up communities. But once again, you're not asking for it from a place of malice. You're saying it because it's something that would help you feel more secure because you're afraid. And if that is more openly discussed, I think we could get somewhere. But I'm also not sure. Thoughts?
Yeah, but then you're also giving people too much credit who are going to talk about what they feel like. It's also goes into like a whole bravado thing too, because all right, you're saying, all right, it's based on fear.
And that's my read, mind you. That was not what was said in any way.
Yeah, no, of course. But
that's my perception of it.
But I'm just saying, say we go off that, like it is based in fear of like, you know, whatever the case may be. I don't understand how people fear other people due to race. Like that's weird. But,
I think it was more or less a reference of crime, but that's more or less what I was talking about. It wasn't based on the race thing. It was more or less on like, oh, they're going to go back to the hard knuckle, you know, New York.
Stop and frisk.
Yeah, bust your head up, get against the fucking wall. You fit the description policing. And while, like I said, he didn't say that with any malice point of racism. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that like he didn't say it in that sense. He said it in the sense of like crime is up and they need to like, you know, go back to the brick busting old days or whatever. That same margin of policing and that style is what turned the community into what it is currently.
Yeah.
People who are afraid of police, people who know the deal about being prosecuted, people who are going to get caught up. Like, yo, bro, the people who there's a point in the last 3 years, I don't know if people can really hone in on because I know it's one big blur for most of us, but there is a point where consistently the people who you would call for help were showing up and killing you.
Yeah.
Innocent people, back to back to back to back to back.
Unless you were white.
No, you know what happened to a lot of white people? Just no one reported on it. Except for the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, which, hey, man, every hero deserves their day, right? Took out 3 whites.
That's the joke.
Yeah, once again, I say that to say that you're right. It is a lot of bravado and it's a lot of this, but with that line of defense set up, no progress is going to get made because I see what people are asking for. Some people are asking for lawlessness and some people are asking for stricter laws. There needs to be a place that people could come to in the middle, and it's not going to be agreed until people could be honest about shit. And just like I said, I felt bad like trying to check him because I wasn't trying to embarrass him or anything like that. That wasn't my intent, but my response was naturally like, ew, that is a very old, like, white man from the burbs, like, mentality. Like, that's disgusting. Not realizing that everything that you're talking about that is going to help you sleep at night is going to be putting plenty of innocent people away. Is going to be causing plenty of problems, which is going to bring more violence, more cultural, like,
yeah, just a vicious cycle at that point.
It is, man. Like I said, I think that in a time with the endless capability to speak, we lack communication.
Just my thoughts, man.
On another note, did you guys see that cop that punched the shit out of that lady and they got like the Tyson style freeze photo? Sent it to the group chat. I could look it up because not that I support hitting a woman ever or police violence, but when I tell you this shit was shot like the sideline of the Super Bowl, this was a clean pick, bro. Okay. Wilkinsburg officer strikes protester during demonstration against police brutality.
Yo, he got one leg up with the hook too. That's perfect for him. He turned his hips all out.
Yo, oh my God. She is going down like this is the highlight photo.
Her legs are coming off the ground too. He did peekaboo.
Yeah, he definitely caught her off guard. She didn't see that coming. Also, she's not wearing her. Well, actually, you know what? She is wearing her mask perfectly. Probably.
Yep.
It's just a little mask.
He's not wearing the mask.
He's not. So the idea that the cops are showing up to an anti-police brutality march, whipping ass with no mask on. There's another cop behind him with a dog. Damn, that is perfect for him though.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that swing, bro.
Damn, I'm watching late.
Went down like a ton of bricks too, I bet.
Looks exciting.
Big lady though. Not that, that excuses it, but
he
bigums.
He got the Mario fist.
Yo, he did.
Look like he's in Smash Bros right now.
Bro, that is definitely the definition of a Falcon punch. He definitely likes it. And that's fucking crazy, but yeah, they don't actually have the video of him hitting her.
Yeah, it's just
the one thing they don't have. But that's why I said that this thing was like, it was a snapshot of the sideline. Like that right there's a Super Bowl fucking touchdown.
It looks like she caught him too, though. Look at his mouth.
She caught him with what? A slur?
Something. Look.
Nah, bro.
Look at his face.
Nah, he's talking shit while he hit her.
Yeah, bro. He's definitely amping himself on.
He was like, sleep.
Caught him with some shit.
Oh, no. You know what? You're probably right. She actually does look like she slapped him.
Looks like she caught him with some shit.
Yeah, you know what? After we resume, look at the footage.
Look at his face.
Yeah, we're going to go in for a deeper analysis.
Look like Chris Rock.
Oh. Yo, why they got a muzzle on that dog? What is a dog with a muzzle going to do? Also,
scary.
Yo, zoom in on that dog. That's just terrifying.
Thanks.
I'm going to make this the cover photo for the episode so people can really explore this because...
Look like Bane.
Yeah, that dog is scary as fuck looking.
That dog is absolutely terrifying.
But yeah.
He said it does look just like Bane.
It does. Scary ass dog.
The dog was born in the darkness.
It didn't know what it was like.
Right.
No, but that shit's fucking wild though, bro. Like I said, it's things like that. Things like going to an anti-police brutality and then having to fight a cop.
Well, anti-police brutality was about anti-civilian brutality. It shouldn't just be slapping police.
Hey, listen.
He's a person, right? Just because he's wearing a uniform doesn't mean you can slap him in the face and think you're not going to get punched.
That's when it becomes, that's what exactly. See what you said right there? It's a person.
Yeah.
It's not a cop. All right. It's not like a protester. It's a person. That's a man. That's a woman. That's somebody's brother, mother, sister. So like the lack of compassion. And once again, you are wearing a badge, my dog. Like you supposed to be up here. Like that's why people don't respect cops, bro.
Can't wait till Jimmy hears what you said.
Yeah, this back in the blue motherfucker right here. That's how I was like, oh my God,
Jordan be wearing a wire all the time.
Damn. Sabs the aficionado.
Yeah. Man, somebody got to play the other side.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Officer Jordan.
Yeah, once again, I'm not disagreeing with you, bro. Sometimes I want to back the blue too. Yo, would you leave?
I know some cool cops.
Yeah, all right. So you know what? We can leave it on this. Because I want to leave it on somewhat of a lighter note. Police brutality. All right. I do feel is necessary sometimes. For example,
okay,
going out and fighting for rights. Yeah, those people they're salt of the earth because they're doing something that's going to benefit not just themselves. It's helping everyone. People who go out there and like talk about like fucking environmental shit. Like, go away, you fucking nerd. This is a city, you loser. What are you doing here? The cops should be focusing on fucking them up because they're blocking traffic. Fuck those people, bro. Like, what are you doing? No one cares about your granola march.
I do hate traffic. Yeah, I do believe if you block traffic, you got to go. No, if you block traffic.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
2 days.
Don't pass go. Don't collect your 200.
Nope.
I'm trying to go home. You know how long it takes me to get home?
Give me 200 and go to jail.
How dare you?
What really makes me mad is the marches that like no one understands for like crises in countries you didn't know were countries that are just blocking like Fifth Ave.
They're like, free Cambodia. I'm like, yo, when the fuck Cambodia was in a crisis?
Let's go with them.
Nah, what makes me mad is it's free to countries you never heard of. And you're like, yo, listen, if it fucking clears traffic, I'll donate to the guy bombing you. Like, just clear this up, people. I don't know what we're doing here. Like,
Saskatchewan. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, nah, man. Wait, is Saskatchewan going to be doing this for the next 2 hours? Oh, you're not leaving until someone answers? I hope they blow you out the face of the earth, bro. Like,
I'm so sick. Sketchistan got a UFC fighter or two. You might as well call them. They got relief.
yeah, that's what's cool about the Eastern countries like that. Like, I definitely was thinking about that too. That they have like regular ass people. Like, I was listening to Rogan say some shit like that. That they have like regular ass like guys who are like, yeah, I'm a UFC champion, but I'm also gonna grab this Beretta and get out there and get busy. Like,
Yeah, from Dagestan and shit like that.
yo,
Like fucking
Shout
Khabib
out
and
them.
all them.
tinfoil fitted. I got connects in Canada. They be sending me information and shit, bro.
Mm.
My man sent me a link to a video about some dude who says there's a reason that they keep funding. Like, you know, they gave these motherfuckers like another $8 billion this morning. Some stupid number.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
We had all that shit.
We really don't.
I thought we was wild results.
We definitely don't.
Why do we care?
We got to get it back in this weed money.
I'm gonna tell you why we care so much, my guy. According to my Canadian contact, all right, the big old
CC.
Yeah. They was like, the video basically hinted at when he was like, oh, that there's another dude named Kleminski who's the middleman. He's the one who's like broken it, that they were all plotting on this dude, Zelensky, whatever the fuck the president's name is, that they were like, yo, they built this dude. Like, they just definitely harbored him up for an actor. They was like, oh, people fuck with it. They started jamming it down people's throats. Like, oh, we're going to make this a real thing. It's a whole revolutionary party. Then Hunter Biden got into business with them. Daddy was receiving 10% on a kickback. This dude is the middleman for all the money. The reason that we keep replenishing the bread there is because whatever they're not spending, like, it's getting funneled back. Like, yo, it's a whole wild thing. And while I believe that he had good intent on sending it to me, I don't know how much of it I definitely believe. I will say, however, interesting.
Very interesting.
It must be, because we be giving them bread for days. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy over there what's going on, but it's like, it ain't our business.
Yeah,
So it's
why are we
like-
giving them bread? Y'all need like guns? Y'all, it's America, bro. We can send you some guns.
And student debt and shit.
Yeah, but
Giving
if you
niggas
believe
bread.
that, yo, bro, if you believe that though, again, you are buying the pipe dream. If you thought we was about to get anything, yo, we got free drugs, bro. Well, not free drugs. We got allowed to have drugs. Be high, be happy.
That's exact thoughts of what they had. They're like, yo, they're gonna be mad submissive if they smacked all the time.
Yeah, that's
Tell 'em,
it.
shut up.
Why you think they still is like, oh, you could take alcohol to go? You know, it's 420, 421. They legalizing weed and shrooms. You know why? Make people like me not say crazy things on podcasts. Y'all good for the night?
Outliers Radio.